So hi, it's been a very long time since we last spoke. I'm sorry for that. I really thought that I was gonna do weekly updates, but honestly, life just got away from me. Um, it's like I felt like pregnancy was going so slow. Like I felt like I was just never pregnant enough, and da 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 da. And now here we are, and I am 21 weeks. So I'm officially over the halfway point. So yeah, let's talk about all the things that we missed. So I think the last time I made an update, I was maybe between 6, 7, 8 weeks, something like that. I had horrible morning sickness. I was always just like sick. I couldn't keep anything down. I was super tired. It wasn't a good time. It really wasn't. I couldn't eat anything. My mouth tasted like metal. Like it just had this awful taste in it. Like it was just bad, you guys. So what ended up having to happen is my doctor gave me two things, or I should say my midwife. I've met my doctor I've met a doctor once. That's a whole nother story for another time. But my midwife recommended I do Unisom and B12. I'll correct it on the screen. But to take those two things together. So I would take those at night, and honestly it helped because I couldn't sleep either. So the Unisom was nice. You take half tab, and then that medicine, it was good. So it helped, but I didn't figure that out until the end of my first trimester. So probably like, I don't know, between 9 and 13 weeks, I figured that out. So I started taking it, and it was fine. It didn't completely solve the problem, but it did help immensely. Eating was still a chore. It was so hard to find anything that seemed appetizing. I would take a few bites and I would be like, this is gross. Like it was hard. I really had to just go by what I was craving. So a lot of times I would turn into Dean having to go and, pick up something for me. It was a lot of eating out. I did not cook at home. So yeah, that was pretty much the first trimester. My first day of the second trimester, and I was like, yes, it's the second trimester. I'm gonna like freaking not be sick. I'm like, everything's gonna be great, right? Of course, you wake up on that day, and honestly, on that day, it was the worst. It was the worst I have ever experienced. I literally was laying on my floor with the eye mask on because I couldn't do light, like crying. I called my sister. I was on FaceTime crying with her. My mom had to come over and like, because I was inconsolable. Like everything hurt. I was throwing up, and I hadn't eaten. I couldn't drink. Like there was nothing in me, but I couldn't stop throwing up, and I was just like, oh my god. So my mom, she's so sweet. She brought me over like some that 7-Up or Sprite or something. Some crackers. She brought me so many different kinds. She got saltines. She got the regular like Ritz crackers. She got the peanut butter crackers, the Cheez-Its. Like she got me variety because she knew I didn't like a lot of stuff. She also got me ginger ale. Like she just had like a variety pack of fixings, and it was the best. Although I didn't want to eat the crackers, I was crying eating those Ritz. I'm not gonna lie, but I got through it. And I would say maybe like 2 or 3 weeks into my second trimester, I started to feel normal. From then on out, I've been eating pretty much anything, and everything that I would normally eat. So it's been really good. Yeah. So my skin, I noticed it was getting super dry. So like I would have like patches on my face of like dryness, and it was so gross because I would wake up every day and it looked like I was like drooling or something, but it was just like patches of dry skin, and it was all over, and it was really bad. So what I started doing is I tried a few different lotions. But I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but it is what I'm doing now. I'm using my Palmer's, I'm using baby oil, I mix them together and put it all over my body. And I also have been doing this to try to avoid stretch marks, because I will tell you they're coming in fierce. Because like, in the beginning I really didn't have any, so I was like, okay, this is cool. I do have the Palmer's stretch mark stuff, but it's so thick that it's like annoying to put on, but I need to start putting it on because I'm actually noticing that I'm getting stretch marks. I'm actually starting to show. It's been like very progressive and very slow, because I feel like you noticed before anyone else, because obviously like I'm myself, so I know, and like I know I take a shower every day and I'm looking at myself, so I can tell that I was getting a little bigger. Nobody else really could. The other exciting thing is when I'm 20 weeks, well, last week I started feeling, well, I've kind of been feeling movement, but I just didn't know what it was. It kind of just feels like gas. But going to the doctor, they kept asking me like, oh, do you feel it? And I'm like, maybe, but now I'm pretty sure that's what I'm feeling. And so yeah, it's really weird. Like, she was just kicking, and like I can't feel it on the outside yet, but I can feel it inside. But like wherever she kicks, I'll like put my hand there and then like hope that like I can feel it, but I don't feel it from the outside. But it's nice to know she's in there kicking around. I got this big old water bottle, so I've been using that to stay hydrated. So I highly recommend that. And yeah, other than that, I've been clothes shopping. So excited to have a little girl. So we've been buying lots of clothes for her, but I haven't bought anything else or anything like too exciting. So you want me to be done? Okay. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, and I will let you know what happens in the next trimester, or I'll like keep you recapped on this one. I just had my 20-week appointment last week, so I won't have my next appointment until 24 weeks, so I'll give you an update then.